And welcome back. Our Lowcountry Live celebrity analyst is here again with all the latest buzz surrounding ABC's hit show, The Bachelorette.
Joining us now to talk about this week's episode and to catch us up on all the latest gossip, Penelope Jean. Thank you for joining us once again.
Yes,
How
welcome
you doing?
back. And what an episode this week, huh?
Oh, it was great.
Yes, it was.
It was.
And you know what? We've been asking, of course, our viewers to send us some feedback and some questions for you, and we have one now.
Good.
And this one comes from Frederica and Mark, so maybe it's a couple that are watching the show together
that's
this
great.
season. Have you met anyone from this season who really surprised you in that they are a very different person than what they are portrayed on the show?
Oh, that's a great question. And I have a close girlfriend that has the same name. So hello, Federica and Mark. Very nice that you wrote in. There is a gentleman who I recently met who's on Allie's season, and he's our friend, the Weatherman.
Oh, yes,
Jonathan
the
Novak
Weatherman.
is
Yes,
his
we all
real
remember
name,
him.
but he embraces the Weatherman as well. Apparently his mother now calls him the Weatherman too, jokingly, but he turns out to be a really great guy. He's in Houston, Texas. He's a meteorologist and an entertainment reporter, and he's open for Jimmy Fallon as a comedian, and so he's
wow.
really a successful guy.
Okay.
He got a bad edit. Apparently they put drops underneath his eyes to make him cry.
Wow.
And
This
so you
is
really
on the
have to
show.
watch,
Yeah.
yes, so we really have to
Really?
be careful what we believe that we
Hollywood
see.
magic, yes.
Wow.
Because you just, if you cut out part of it and you just see the latter part, you're gonna, get some of this stuff.
Because you do hear a lot about that editing puts people in a different
Right.
light.
So he turns out to be a really great guy. So thanks for the question. And yes, they can be very different than how they're portrayed on television.
Oh, yeah, of course. Okay.
Now, of course, last night's episode, Frank made the big announcement that he's really still in love with his ex-girlfriend, Nicole.
Right.
Wow, was that a surprise?
Yeah, did we see this coming, or was
Yeah.
this just out of nowhere? Because, of course, he's tearing up as well. Now, those look like genuine tears. Must have been a tough choice for Frank.
And then to come all this way and then to
Okay,
make that
Frank,
announcement.
call me, all right? I have not met Frank, so I'm not really wanting to make a judgment, but just, to look at it, what I see here, I think that he's a really sensitive guy. He's a nice guy. I'm
Very
not sure
dramatic,
how, I'm not sure how real his tears are. I think there's some insider reports that this was planned from the beginning
Yeah, I
in
was wondering,
terms of he's in
Penelope-
the entertainment
Yeah.
business.
Yeah, do you think that a lot of people use this as like a springboard to
Absolutely.
maybe do something
do.
else? I mean, because
Absolutely.
these folks, I spent some time in Hollywood, and you know what? It seems like everybody out there is either
Sure.
want to be an actor, or they're pitching a script, or want to direct. So obviously, it's
Right.
tough to find people that are genuine that are looking for love, And I
Yeah.
guess this is his girlfriend that we're looking at right
Nicole.
now.
The-
And
yeah.
how does she feel about it, huh? That must
Yeah.
be a tough one to come back
Looks like
home
she's
to.
trying
I'm
to
sure.
bring some
I
kind
mean,
of
it's really
emotion.
hard to say. Like, I don't know Frank, but just my analysis of the situation, looking at insider reports, they were a couple from the beginning. He went on a show while he was still a couple with Nicole. These are what the insider reports are saying.
Okay.
So whether or not they're true, I guess we just have to, just watch and see, what we think. But I'm not sure. I think Allie's reaction was extremely
gonna ask.
genuine. She looked devastated. You can't do that ugly cry. You know the
No,
ugly
ugly
cry,
cry,
Tessa?
yeah, because you really don't-
You can't do that
Wait.
ugly cry if you're just.
What's the
They're
ugly
not
cry?
that good of
I know.
actors. So I felt bad for
But
Allie.
so basically, weeded out one more guy. So now we're down to two.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, our guy, our hometown guy,
Yeah,
is
Roberto's in the
Roberto's
final
still
too,
in it.
so what team are you on?
Well, I'm Team Roberto.
Team Roberto, yeah.
Absolutely.
He's adorable.
He's from Charleston. He's adorable, and my a good friend of mine said last night that his wife is now looking at Roberto a little bit too much, and they can't watch the show anymore.
Oh no, it's a little awkward.
It's just a little joke, but just that he's a great guy. I think that a lot of women can see that he's endeared himself to the American audience.
Yeah.
Sure.
But Chris is a good guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hope
look
there's no
great.
girlfriends or, I don't know, wives that are
Dun,
going to
dun,
pop up.
dun,
Yeah,
dun,
so
dun,
hey, if
dun.
you're out there and
Come
you're
up at the
dating,
last
Roberto,
minute.
we don't want to know about it, all right? Wait till the
Keep it to
show's over.
yourself.
Yeah.
Though it would make for good TV.
That's right.
All right, so what else is happening that we want to talk about today?
Well, I think next week we're going to, it's the Men Tell All next week. So all the guys
Men
get back
tell
together.
all. That is
Okay.
a
It's a
contradictory
2-hour
statement
special.
right there. Yes.
And I hope that we, see a lot of those personalities come out, see some of our old favorites. I think the stars of the show this season have not been Allie. A lot of the gentlemen have sort of stolen the stage, like Frank last night.
Yeah.
That was the Frank show last night. So
Yes.
we'll see what happens when the men come and tell all.
Yeah, maybe he's like
Okay,
looking for
yeah.
a spin-off show, like maybe like Frankly
I don't
Speaking.
know.
Frankly,
Frank,
Frank.
if you're out there watching, call me. I'd love to hear the real story, and we'll do a recap if we're wrong.
That's
Right.
right. So yeah, next week's episode should be pretty interesting.
Final two.
Yeah. Do
Absolutely.
you think
Go
we'll have maybe
Roberto.
like some of the guys come back maybe next week? kind of like a look back, a retrospective?
I think so, exactly. I think they're going to review how they came off on the show, how some of the edits came off, what their relationships are amongst each other, who's friends, who's not, what they think of Allie, if they really fell in love with her or not. So it'll be good. Let's tune in and watch.
All right,
Right.
Penelope, thank you so much again. It was great.
Yes,
Thanks
very,
for
very,
having me.
very, very great. Well, we're right back with the Prince of High Seas. Tenor Michael Amante gives us a performance rarely heard around the world.